Okay, I think it's recording now. So I'm gonna go through the scripts and everything on Emps. So sorry, I did not set this up well. Um, Sorry. Oh my god, this is gonna be a long video. So just to go through the scripts first, I'm gonna take I think one of the best ones that we have. The one that's like should be the standard. Um, you have access to all of this through the hashtag that hub. But yeah, so this is the opening right here, and that's kind of the standard. And then each host has two readers. You stack them from hardest news to softest news. Then from there is a toss to the first package, and then there's a commercial. Then from the commercial, there's a toss to the second package, and there's a second package. Then there's a toss to the live segment, and that has three readers. You can see that here. And then they toss back to the desk, and then from the desk there's another toss into the commercial into the package. From the package they toss into the commercial. Then after the commercial there's a toss into H&U or New York Minute. They do two. I don't know if you guys want to go back to three or keep it at two, but that's up to you. And then after the commercial, there should be a toss to another package, and then the live game, and then the closing. So it's pretty standard. And then I'm going to go now into Enps. And if this doesn't make sense, just text me and I can like clarify anything, or send you examples of things that you think you should need. So they'll show you next year when you get access to Citrix. You go to School of Communications, it opens like right to this. You go to School of Communications, open. And it takes you to this like desktop. So from there you click Enps. And usually it takes longer to open. I think since I've been the only one using it for a while, it's not. Then you go to see down here news. You hit new rundown. And you go not to hashtag that template. That is the one from a while ago. You go to new hashtag that template. And it's set up a lot more. You can change the name to whatever it is. Hit go. And here is the whole rundown of the whole show. And I fixed it from last year because it just wasn't really like working. But yeah, so what you do is you copy from this document and you go into each individual like slot here. I'm not going to do a whole one because you'll get the point. And you put it in. And each time someone talks, you have to go here, hit that green dot, anchor, and put their name. And what I started doing is I tell the person what camera they should be on. So when it's the two shot, it's camera 2, and then you put take TB so they know to put the lower third. So that's going to be under other since there is no option for it. And so I don't know what the deal with the teleprompter is, but recently I've just been like copying from the Google Doc and using QPrompter, but that's not the way it's always been. But every time someone talks, you need to put the asterisk by their name so they can read it. Sorry, you're literally getting coughing. So every time someone speaks, again, anchor, Beckett, and then the asterisk, because there's no new commands. And yeah, this is just the opening. It looks like a lot, but it took me a while to like get the hang of it, and now it doesn't take me like, you'll see, like it used to take me like 3 hours to do this, now it takes me like 45, just because. So once you're done with each section, you go back to the green dot, hit it, and hit save. And then once it flashes the red, that means it's saved. So for something like intro, that's the intro for the show. And each intro, it's 20 seconds. So you're going to put take intro, just so the person knows. Um, and then since it's 20 seconds, that's going to be taken up. You go to duration. You go 0, 0, 0, 20. And then you just save that. And then that's basically it. So for something like a package, it's the same as that. You do take package, and then you do the duration. So let's say it's like 247. So when I hit save, look right here at the red numbers. You're gonna see it go down. So at the end of all this, these red numbers should be say timed okay. And you can manipulate the live discussion or the live segment so that you can have that timing and it's just easier to keep track of. So you do the durations for the intro, the credits, each package, and the commercial. And every commercial is 1:30. Oops. Yeah. So, and everything is kind of timed in the corner here. You can use this for reference. This is how long we have it like slotted for. And like you'll see like the commercials, um, the packages and the live discussions don't really have like a time constraint just because it makes up time in the show. So that's the main part of it. And then for each reader, you go to the reader. So let's say I think this one's Beckett. So I'm going to take the reader, and you see where I have it highlighted. You do anchor, Beckett. He's probably, like, for example, he's on camera 1. Take camera 1. And then take TV. And then his name. And then you put that. And then for that, I'm going to, where I labeled that there's going to be VO, I'm going to do take VO, just so the person who's directing knows when to take it. And it just kind of makes it easier for the director, and then like it's less work for you because it's easier for them to understand. It's more work for you to do this, but it's less work before the show when you don't really have time. So again, save it. And then yeah. So I'm gonna move into a finished rundown. This is basically it. For everything you would need to do in Enps, and you just kind of follow it throughout each one. And once it says this is all read and timed okay, that's when you're ready to move on. So I'm going to go into an older one. Let's see. We'll do 415 hash like that. So I'm going to get rid of this. So whose episode was this? Let's see. This was, I think, Reynolds and Core. Yeah. So this is a completed rundown. And as you can see, it says timed okay. So from there, how we're going to get this to the iPads is you go print setup. You go to Microsoft Print to PDF on any one. And you hit that, and then you go back. And you hit print rundown in all stories. It's going to print up there. and it's going to be named Hi MKF and Joe. You save it to your desktop, and it saves to the desktop within Enps. One more thing before I move on. People aren't going to put everything's in all caps. So for that, it's less work. You highlight it, go here, switch case, and then it'll capitalize it because it's easier to read when it's all capitals. That's why we tell people to do things like that. And it just makes your life easier if it's all in capitals. So once that's saved to your desktop, you're going to log off. And this process kind of takes a long time. It's annoying. Then you reopen the whole thing. Sorry, it's going to take like an uncomfortable amount of time now that we need it. Oh my god, it's going to take this is so awkward. Okay. So this is just my specific desktop. Yours won't look like this. This is just like every script I've done this year. So it's right here. You see hi MKF and Joe. You're going to go to whatever this thing is. Go to your email. Oh no, you can see all my emails. And then you just do a new email. And you send, hello, to Q30. Oh my god. Why is it doing that? Q30 scripts at gmail.com. And this is also a good feature if you needed to like have anything on the iPad, send it to Q30 scripts at gmail.com. So then you just insert it from this computer, and it is right here. And you would just hit send, and then you open the email on the iPads, and it would be there. But that's basically it. I'm not sure what the teleprompter situation will be next year. It's kind of like a situation by situation basis, but this is just a general rundown. It should answer all your questions. It took me a while like to get the hang of this, so I would use the video that Gabby made for me for like the first month, and then I got the hang of it. So I know it's really overwhelming, but you could always text me or call me next year if you need any help or want advice or anything, because I'm here to help. But yeah, I'm going to send this to you shortly. Bye, guys.